Okay, welcome to Simple Analog Clock in Python 3 Part 4, updating the time. So let's see what we have so far. I'm going to run this and watch. And you can see how we have it set so that it draws the time, and it's 1:20, 1:20 and 42 seconds. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to basically get it so that our clock actually displays the current time and then is updated as as each second goes on. So there's a couple steps to that. So let's start with getting the current time. Okay, it's actually quite simple. Python has a very nice built-in method to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use something called the time module. Okay, so what I'm going to do is at the top of my program, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import time. Okay, you'll see over here it says module time. This provides various functions to manipulate time values. So that's exactly what we need. So down here, what I'm going to do is I need to get the hours, I need to get the minutes and the seconds. So I'm going to say hours equals, and it's an integer, and it's going to say time.strftime and %i. Okay, and what this does, okay, so it gives us the time in string formatted time. Okay, so you see it says convert a time tuple to a string. Okay, and %i, I don't know why, but %i gives us the hour from 0 to 12. So if it's 5 p.m., it'll give us a 5. If it's 5 a.m., it'll give us a 5. Okay, so that works for our program. The int changes it to an integer from a string. If you don't know the difference between integers and strings, I recommend you watch my Basic Python 3 for Beginners tutorial series because it explains all that stuff for you. So yeah, once we got this working, say, and I didn't test it, but I'm pretty confident it's going to work. So I'm going to say I need hours, minutes, and seconds. Now you can Google this information and find out, there's lots of different options we can put here for the time module. But minutes is capital M, and seconds is a small s. Okay, so make sure that you use a small s there. So this gives us the hour, minutes, and seconds. So I'm going to put H, M, and S. Okay, so I know you can't see it because it's a little off screen, but right now it's about 10:12 in the morning, or 10:13 in the morning in a minute. So I'm going to run the Python file in the terminal, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we got 10. It's about 13, and when I ran that, it was about 48 seconds. Okay, so this is basically doing what we want it to do. So as you can tell, of course, clocks should be updated. So what we want to do here is we're going to create a loop. Now watch where I do this. I'm going to say while true. Oops, sorry, it's capital T in Python. Okay, while true. This is what's called an infinite loop. It will not end. So I'm going to tab that over. Again, my editor switches those to spaces, so I'm actually using spaces. So again, you cannot mix spaces and tabs. And so let's watch and see what happens here. This is going to actually cause some problems, but we'll fix those in a second. So it's drawing the face. Okay, so you can see what's happening is it's actually drawing the face, and it's just drawing on top of itself. Okay, so watch what happens when it hits here. The minute hand should move. Okay, so this is obviously not what we want, but it's getting there. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to draw the clock, and then we're going to clear it. Okay. Now we could also do it up. Actually, we could also do it inside the function. Doesn't matter. But let's just do it out here for now. So let's run that and see what happens. Again, it's still not quite where we want it, but I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, so you can see what's going on here. So if you look very carefully, you can see the second hand is moving. All right. So what I want to do is in here, between drawing the clock and clearing it, I want to take a little break. So the time method also allows us to do sleep. So this 1 means to sleep for 1 second. Okay, so you can see here it kind of pops up. I think, yeah. So sleep seconds, delay execution for a given number of seconds. Okay, so I'm going to run that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you can see every second it's moving. And then we're at 30 seconds there, or 31 seconds, I suppose. Well, actually, no. You notice it's jumping a little bit because it's taking. We're sleeping for a second, then the drawing takes time, so it's not going second by second. Okay. And to fix this, this is just a little trick with the turtle module. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top, and I'm going to do something called tracer. So I'm going to do wn.tracer, and I'm going to put a 0 there. Now, let's watch what happens. The answer is nothing. Okay, what tracer does is it actually turns off the animation. Okay, so we can't see it as it's drawing. And I think I might be stuck in a loop here. Okay, so hopefully I've killed that. And maybe not. We'll try it. Okay, so if we use win.tracer, down here, what I have to do is win.update. Okay, what that'll do is basically it's drawing everything like into memory. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's drawing it into memory. And then once we actually do the update, it actually pulls everything over to the screen. Okay, so let's watch that in action. Okay, there we go. So you can see how all this drawing, we're not seeing the tin, 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 tin. It's actually happening so fast now that it is updating exactly as we wanted it to. Okay, so the time.sleep is basically giving us a little pause, and then it's updating it. So every second, it is going forward. So there you have it. There is our simple analog clock written in Python 3. Again, we're using the turtle module and the time module. And so if you go back over the previous videos, you see that we created a function, and we send that function hours, minutes, and seconds, and we tell it which pen to use. And then it sends it to certain coordinates, draws the face, draws little tick marks, and then draws each hand one by one. But it's happening so quickly, of course, we don't see it happening. And then we use the time.strftime method to get the hours, minutes, and seconds. And if you Google, Python time module, you'll see a list of all the different possibilities. You can get months, you can get days. It's quite versatile. And then we actually call the function. We draw the clock using whatever the current hours, minutes, and seconds are, and the pen again. Then we update the screen, which actually draws it to the screen from memory. Then we wait a second. Then we clear it. And then this just repeats over and over and over. That's what a while true loop does. Okay, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you got something out of it. Please definitely subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you have any questions, feel free to fill in, leave a comment. I do watch it pretty closely, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Take care.